Hello everyone and annyeonghaseyo. My name is Chef Mac Daddy and welcome to Mac Daddy's Divine Kitchen. Today, I will be making one of my favorite Korean dishes. It's hard to really tell what's my favorite because there's so many, but this is a showstopper. It's a dish that I only serve to my best friends and also at parties around the world. Because if you want to get the party started, this is a dish to make and learn. Take a look. Come in!
Hi, Tom.
Sebastian, oh my gosh! Izzy, Laura, Philip.
Explain it.
Delicioso.
Can you smell it?
Can you get out of the light? Can you get?
Oh my god, I forgot I'm done. Okay. So, guys, this next dish that I'm going to serve you guys is a very traditional Korean braised beef.
What I love about this dish is I haven't had a party around the world yet where people do not fight over this dish. This dish I'm particularly dedicated to two of my best friends. One of them, every time I tell him about this dish, he's like, oh my God, I can see it, I can taste it, I can smell it in my brain. He loves it so much. This is going out to my best friend Rastan and my best friend Shahara. Now you guys have the recipe. I want you to make this dish for me when I come to visit you guys, okay? So, this dish, Galbi, it is a dish that's traditionally served around New Year's. Also, whenever there's big parties or anything like that, one of the dishes that you're gonna see that's on that everyone's rushing to get is gonna be the Galbi, which is braised beef spare ribs. It's very slowly cooked. It's so tender if you cook it correctly. It's supposed to just not only flake off the bone, but any beef that's in your stew is supposed to just break apart so delicately with your chopsticks. And that's one of the wonderful things about this dish. Every family have their own recipe. It's all about how you elevate it to the next level, which I'm going to teach you how to do. What I have here is I have beef spare ribs mixed with I use this, just regular beef. Any beef that you want, cut it up into chunks because the spare rib just does not have enough meat on it. And I'm so, and you want to make sure people can taste the beef. So what I'm going to do is first I have boiling water. I'm going to add all of my beef to this water. And what I'm doing with this is just simply blanching my beef. Also, it's a very good way to get rid of all impurities. I'm gonna let this boil for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna discard all of this water, whatever has come off, and then I'm gonna start cooking my beef. While my beef is boiling, here is a second way of making your Jjim, which I love. This is the way my Korean godmother used to prepare hers. She takes her beef and then she marinates it in a Korean barbecue sauce overnight. The following day, she put a little oil in the pan and she fried her beef on both sides until it's a little brown, sealing in all of the flavors and moistness of the beef. And then she continues to prepare a Jjim. I like this method the best. Try both ways. Leave a comment below and let me know which way you like the best. Okay, now that I have drained all of my beef, as you can see here, it's nice drained. It doesn't have any fat on it. I can put all of this back in a pot. It's looking good already. In one of my episodes, I taught everyone how to make Mac Daddy's Korean barbecue sauce. No, it's not for sale. Sorry, I made this just for you. Because what I do is I can all of my Korean barbecue sauce so I can use off of it for like a month or two. And just put it in my refrigerator after I've canned it in a sterilized jar. That way I don't have to worry about stress or whatever. If ever I want bulgogi, I have my barbecue sauce already made. If ever I want Jjim or Galbi, my Korean barbecue sauce is already made. I'm gonna add 1 cup. Well, you know what? I'm gonna add 1.5 cups because this is a lot of beef. I want this to be perfect because I'm eating off of it all week. Oh my God, that smells so good already and I haven't even started. Gosh. I'm adding almost 1/2 cup of garlic, which is about 7 cloves. Although you can just do this just with the Galbi, the Korean barbecue sauce alone, but I want to bring out just more flavors than what I've already done. Add 4 cups of water. I'm gonna give this a little nice stir. So this is gonna have to cook at least for 1.5 hours. So I'm adding 4 shiitake mushrooms. And I'm adding 6 tablespoons of ginger. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of pepper. I just like for it to have just a little kick. It's about 1 tablespoon. I'm just going to add 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. What I'm doing right now is, in addition to my Korean barbecue sauce, I'm just adding, because it's Korean braised barbecue or Korean braised beef, which is Jjim, I'm just bringing out even more flavors than normally I would do, just to make sure it's just very well seasoned. I'm just gonna add 3 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. Again, everything is already in my Korean barbecue sauce. I really don't have to add any of this. I'm only doing this for perfection. I'm gonna give this a little stir. Now, while this is cooking, this needs to boil. I'm gonna let it boil high. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. I'm just gonna let it slow cook at medium for 1 hour. If you need to add more water to it, go ahead, please do, because it needs to cook for that amount of time in order for to loosen up all of the fibers in the beef, so that it's nice and tender, and you should be able to just pick it up with your chopsticks. very softly and it flakes apart. It's supposed to be that delicate if you do this correctly. And I'm gonna let this cook down before I add my carrots and my onions. I'm adding one whole onion, just one big, nice, healthy onion. And I'm gonna add 3 cups of carrots. Chop them any way you want, whatever makes you happy, just chop them up. As long as it puts a smile on your face, that's all that matters. And then just cover this and let this cook. Okay, it's been over 30 minutes. I wanna take a look at my Galbi so it's turning out. It smells so good. Let's see how my beef is coming along here. As you can see, it's still too tough, but it is pulling away from the bone, but it's still too tough. I'm gonna add just salt to taste. I'm adding fresh ground pepper. I love to ground my own pepper and then put it in nice airtight containers. I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of brown sugar in here. I mean, if you can make a perfect Jjim, oh my gosh, it's the talk of the party. Now what I'm gonna do is I can add my vegetables now. I'm just gonna add them on top. I'm not gonna stir them in. I'm gonna add the 3 cups of carrots. And that's it. I'm gonna cover this and let this cook for 1 more hour, at least an hour. But I'm gonna let this cook for at least 45 minutes to an hour, then I'm gonna come back and check on it again. Okay, this has been cooking actually for 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's gotta be ready. Let's take a look at this. I am so excited. Oh my gosh, wow. That looks so good and it smells divine. You can smell all of those aromatic spices, everything. Add a little sauce. Now if this is done, if you did this correctly, you could just take your chopsticks just like this and it just breaks apart very easy. It's that tender. That's when you know you have perfect Galbi. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I wish all my friends was here to try this. At least now all of you had a recipe. I just really hope that you guys make it for me when I come to visit you guys later this year. I'm talking to you, Rastan and Shahara. This is really good. I mean, look at the tender. It breaks. I hope the camera can really see this. It's so tender. It just breaks apart and flakes. I can eat this 7 days a week for the rest of my life. I'm gonna put this in a serving dish and I'll be right back. Go ahead and do me a favor. And you see right below on your screen or your cell phone, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. After you click on the subscribe button, right next to it, you see that little bell. Go ahead and then click on alert, click on the bell. Gives you an option, you click on all alerts, click on all alerts. That way you can stay up to date with all of my tutorials as I post them. Okay, I'm just garnishing this with some scallions. And remember that episode I taught everyone on how to do toasted sesame seeds? I'm just finishing off with some nice toasted sesame seed. And that's it. That is how you make your Galbi.
And it just flakes off the bone. It's very tender. You wouldn't even think it's beef because it's so soft. But it takes a long time to do it to get that tenderness. So guys, you gotta try it and let me know what you think.
For sure. Thank you. 안녕하세요.
Oh! I know. You said it perfect too.
안녕하세요.
Oh yeah. Actually, she is up. You know Southern hair. I love you. Southern hair.
감사합니다.
Oh my lord. Southern hair. It's a famous Korean song. Oh my god, guys, that's you, Laura, you are full of surprises.
Wait.
Guys, wait, we get to give a toast. Toast.
Go for it. The thing is that you're too far away. Go, Eva.
Salute. Philippe.
Just wait. Where's mine? Here's mine.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh, this is good. I really like this mojito.
Eva.
Salud.